Hey guys, welcome back to another All About Andy video. Today, Impact Wrestling is brought to you all the way from Albuquerque, New Mexico. As we're kicking things off with Tennille Dashwood and Layla going at it one-on-one, mano-a-mano. And Brax, take it away, big dog.
Well, yes, guys, we are here. We made a detour here because Dixie Carter originally picked a different city, but realized they don't have an arena there. So we're here in Albuquerque. But we're starting off on the pre-show, Tennille Dashwood versus Layla. A nice 4-minute matchup. Tennille Dashwood will get the win in this match, hitting the spotlight kick.
Ooh. What a good match. What a good match. Would you look at that?
Spilling her up, like she wanted, help her out. Maybe build up that morale a little bit.
Nice.
But we start TNA Wrestling Hot Champ.
Joe.
He comes out with his group with the TNA World title on his shoulders. You see, once again, I prove why the head honcho himself is the top dog of TNA, as I withstanded everyone that stood in my way. Without even assistance from my own group, I proved that I am the fucking best damn wrestler to ever grace this cup. Right before he could finish, Beast Batista's thing plays.
I love you, Batista.
Gets on the ramp, Hold on one second, Joe. Hold on one second, big man. If memory serves me right, during that match, who pinned you to be able to even go get the title? Oh, yeah, me. Ooh. So it is only fitting that at Genesis, it is you, it's me for that title. Oh, Dave. Fine. You want to shot at my title. Then you have to get through my enforcer, the big man, Manu.
JOW.
What? This tonight we will see in the main event. Manu Batista wins. He will earn a shot at Genesis for the TNA World title.
Ooh.
Andy, what's your thoughts, man? How do you feel? Do you think Batista's got this?
Oh, Batista's got that in the bag. First of all, I think Batista's gonna go run through Manu. He will run through the entire Samoan franchise, just as he did Samoa Joe this past week.
Indeed. If y'all haven't checked it out yet, you guys need to go back, watch that pay-per-view to see. Wait a minute, Batista pinned the champ. How did that happen? Go back and watch it. So we move right on along, starting our Impact Wrestling show off hot as we have Tyler Black versus Biff Busick. At the pay-per-view, Tyler Black came up shy of winning the X Division title because of Paul London, playing a part, saying this is for rape, which is very weird. Whatever, though. Good 5-minute match. Tyler Black just dog walks Biff Busick. He skywalkers the stomp. Tyler Black with the win here tonight.
Did I hear Biff Busick wins? Oh.
No. And after the match, Paul London is standing on the stage.
Ooh.
And he speaks to Tyler Black. Do you hear it, Tyler? You hear his voice echoing in your mind. So legend, my mentor, the man who is going to take you under his wing. But you betrayed him. You betrayed him. You destroyed my mentor. But he found me when I felt like I was nothing. Just someone here in TNA to just rot. While you, a man who doesn't care about this company, release fame, did you succeed without facing the repercussions for the actions you have done? So Raven took me under his wing. He made me who I am now, better than I once was, better than I ever will be. Now, he wants me to destroy you. At Genesis, I want you, Tyler. Just like how Raven wanted you, but unlike Raven wanting you as a friend, I want you as an enemy.
Ooh.
Look at Genesis. You versus me. Raven rules match.
Oh my god.
Accept these terms. Or suffer the ongoing pain I will cause you over the next coming weeks. Quote the Raven. Nevermore.
Holy cinema.
London finishes. The screen goes black, like the arena goes black, and just a little foamed Raven is in the ring. Tyler Black just simply kicks it aside and just walks to the back. Andy, what do you have to say about this, man? Like, holy shit.
My first question is, Paul London? Question mark. What the fuck? I'm excited for this, personally. My goodness.
I am too. Like I'm shocked why he picked Paul London. Maybe if memory serves you right, we remember from the WCW days, there's a guy that Raven might see in Paul London. If you remember a man known as Billy Kidman,
That is
he
true.
kind of looks and style almost as Mr. London. Does he see a new Kidman in him?
Potentially.
Or does he see a new Raven?
Oh.
Maybe a mix of both. Who knows? We just gotta wait and see.
Nonetheless, I am excited for this.
Indeed, I am too. And maybe Tyler Black might have to accept this match, man, because I don't think he wants to deal with that pain.
I personally agree with that.
We move right on along here on Impact Wrestling. We have a tag team match as the Pope will team with Zack Sabre Jr. as they take on the team from the Empire of Cannon and McIntyre with Maurice in their corner. You know, Lucky Cannon and McIntyre picked up a win at the pay-per-view over Sabre and others, but tonight it's team champ. Good 8-minute match. You know, both teams give it their all. But at the end of the day, you know, Drew McIntyre lays out the Pope on the outside as Zack Sabre Jr. is looking in for the octopus stretch. Cannon gets to the ropes while he's holding it. The ref, you know, is getting distracted for a second by Maurice. Lucky Cannon actually rakes his eyes and makes him go kind of like a stun gun onto the ropes, but kind of hit his neck, which like chokes him up a little bit, which gives Lucky Cannon the opportunity to pick him up, hit the Lucky Ace, and get the win. Pick Zack Sabre Jr. in this match as Lucky Cannon and Drew McIntyre pick up the win. And after the match, Lucky Cannon and Drew would actually beat up onto the X Division champions more.
Oh, wow.
And Drew said, at Genesis, me and Lucky both want that title. But the Pope, this will be your saving grace. As we know, Dixie Carter is announcing one of us two, maybe to be in the Feast or Fire, from what I've heard from Wade. Then that means you will only have to deal with one of us at the pay-per-view. But no, either way, the X Division title will be coming to the Empire.
The Empire.
So, Andy, big news here, as we know firsthand who's going for the X Division title, another Empire member. But we know firsthand from hearing from Drew that one of them will be announced.
Yeah.
Feast or Fired. But who will it be? I heard she will announce from one of them two next week.
I'm thinking Maurice will pull a shocker, and she'll win the X Division title.
Well, what if I told you she kind of can?
Okay.
But
it's 2026, bro.
We move right on along though. Impact Wrestling.
Oh, look at that! Look at that beauty.
With Kushida taking on Kota Ibushi with Kenny Omega. Golden Lover cooking to win at the pay-per-view, which gives them a shot at the tag titles. So tonight, Kushida's taking on Yoshitatsu. Now, these two being the way they are, I'm giving them 12 fucking minutes just to go fucking ballistic. So they drawing in, they're going in on each other, you know. But at the end of the day, Yoshitatsu looks for the mist, but Kota Ibushi ducks it, accidentally hits Kenny Omega with it as he's on the apron trying to stop him. You know, Kushida, tries to come in, but Kota Ibushi runs him off. Yoshitatsu tries to get him with the roundhouse kick, aka the Ryu no Shoki, but Kota Ibushi ducks it, drops him with a super kick, grabs him. He hits the Kamigoya. I forget how to fucking say it.
Kamigoya.
But the fucking knees to the face when you pull him.
The Kamigoya.
Yeah, the Kamigoya. Thank you. He hit that, and he gets the 3 count. As Kota Ibushi has finished one half of the tag champ.
What?
So maybe that even signifies it more.
Yeah, look at this DDT Junior heavyweight making moves, bro.
He's a DDT Junior heavyweight.
Beautiful.
Well, what if I told you he's not a fucking company in this? But we move right along. As wait a minute. After the match, we see Matt Hart. Hey, no, Jeff, stop. No, he grabs my Tajiri. I thought you were my friend.
Ooh,
from all the time back then. How could you do this? How could you let this evil energy fuel you? All those times we spent together, all the time, the meditation and all that we spent together, the talks, the laughters, it was fucking nothing. Fine. You want to cost me and my brother those titles and target me? I want your ass one-on-one at Genesis. Tajiri, it's actually with his boys after the matches first. And leaves without giving an answer. Andy, whoa, what a mood change on Jeff here.
I agree.
But he wants Tajiri at Genesis.
Honestly, I'd want Tajiri too.
I think that's a banger in the making right there. We're not the way.
Full-heartedly right there.
Tajiri accepts. He could deny it. He could be like, man, I'm good.
That is true.
But kind of wait and see as we move on right along. We have Steve Corino, a new global champion here tonight. As he's taking our newest comer here in TNA, Mr. Juice Robinson. He gets a warm welcome. He's still a little nervous. Steve Corino is going to give him a nice, good old 6-minute match. Run the ropes with him. But at the end of the day, he hits that super kick. And Steve Corino gets the one over Juice Robinson. And, after the match, he shows respect to the guy. And he says, hey, kid, you did good, But then Wade Barrett comes in and ambushes both of them. And he yells at Steve that I'm getting my rematch at Genesis. So Wade Barrett has made the claim. Genesis, he's getting his rematch against Steve Corino for the global title. But also, we just pan out into the tiny trial. We're just seeing Sebastian Kennedy just watching it on the TV.
Bro, he's just like me for real.
He's just laughing.
Kennedy.
Yeah, he's just laughing, as Kennedy, how he feels about Steve Corino. But what's shocking me about this the most, Andy, why did he not attack him? When all the ways they've been acting, does he know something that we don't know?
Potentially so. Then again, you can never tell with Mr. Kennedy. This man has some great poker face. I was playing poker with him the other day. This guy absolutely dog walked my ass. My goodness.
Who else was on that table? Was Conan at that table too?
Yeah, he was.
No. Don't tell Mike Tenay that.
I won't.
But we move right on. What'd you say? Oh, shit. Mike today. No, nothing. Just keep up the show. We move right on along.
Ooh.
And we have a Knockouts title rematch on our hand. Mickie James wants her rematch now. She's not waiting. She doesn't want to do what Wade did and won it at the paper. She wants it now. She wants her title back now. Good 10-minute match between them both. Mickey's putting the work on Velvet. Kind of like she did at the pay-per-view, but Velvet is more into it. She's more comfortable saying that she's the champ now, but Mickie James puts in that work on her. And as Mickie is about to go for the mitt kick, here comes Angelina Love. Rush it down, but Evie then comes in to stop. And as she hits the mitt kick onto Sky, look who's in the ring again. It's Jessie McKay. She's looking for her, but Mickie knows that she's done this before. As she catches her with a mitt kick, goes for that bulldog, hits it on her. But Mickie James took her eye off the prize. As once she's done, she turns around, gets caught with a beauty mark.
Ooh.
And Velvet Sky retains the knockout title.
My goodness.
And keeps the title around her waist, stopping Mickie James.
Oh.
And after the match, there's kind of a beat down on all of the the beautiful people jumping them. Like, who's gonna help them? Here comes April Mendez running down, fighting off them. It gives Mickie James and them time to recover as they fend off the beautiful people. As say that Mickie and Evie have themselves a new ally in April Mendez.
Wow. Just wow. It's wild seeing Mickie James, once undefeated, once the top woman here in TNA, suddenly losing back to back. She's having a sort of a KG Muto sort of like thing going on here. Whereas you remember, Braxton, when KG Muto lost hold of the AAA Mega Championship, he went on a losing spree. Is this what we're seeing with Mickie James?
We might, man. You never know. We just gotta wait and see, man.
Oh my God.
Well, hey, y'all. It's me, Dixie Carter.
Oh.
How's it going, everyone? I'm very glad to be here. And tonight, we're bringing out another set of names who are going to be drawn for the next Fatal 4-Way. Alrighty, guys. So, for the next Fatal 4-Way of the Feast or Fire match, we have the following names. We have Sting, Mason Ryan, Cody Rhodes, and Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews!
That one fan erupts for Mark Andrews. No, the fans all interrupt and joy like, holy shit.
Let's go. I love you, Mark Andrews.
Andy has his Mark Andrews shirt on.
I do. You know how you dress up for Los Guapos? That's me for Mark Andrews, though.
Well, y'all, group of guys got there.
I got my backwards hat on. I got my skateboard on me.
Next week, I will announce the final set of men for the Feast or Fire match. You guys have a good night now. I think Dixie kind of forgot. We still have the main event.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
There's Batista and Mahoney. Good old 12-minute match. This is going to be a big man slapping meat
Oh, yeah.
kind of matchup. Like, they're going to go clotheslines, bounce off each other. They end up topping each other with a clothesline. Big power moves. But at the end of the day, Manu's looking for that Samoa drop. Batista gets out of it. Picks him up with a spine buster. Going for a Batista bomb. But here comes the soldiers. Here comes the Samoan soldier. But he fends him off. But Manu picks him up. Samoan drops. 1, 2. Batista kicks out.
Let's go.
Batista kicks out. And Manu's pissed. He's I'm ending this motherfucker. I'm doing this for Joe. He picks him up, brings him to the top. Oh, he's going to go for that elevated Samoan drop. But Batista fights out of it. And he drops him with an elevated Batista bomb.
Boom.
And Batista, 1, 2, 3. Batista's gone to Genesis. Batista's Genesis. And Joe is kind of furious that he has to meet the beast of TNA, Batista, at Genesis. But that is our world title match there. Batista, Joe. Oh man, what a way to end! What a way to end Impact Wrestling here tonight.
What a way to end Impact Wrestling indeed. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, hell yeah. Why are we still fans? No.
All that just to lose fans the next episode. But still, wonderful, wonderful show here. We will be switching over to truly AAA Wrestling. We'll be there in a bit. Guys, we have arrived at a champion coronation here at AAA Sin Límite. And now, the reason there's the low ranking we'll get into. We start off with all members of the Hurt Mafia, Shane Taylor, Shelton Benjamin, MVP, and Bobby Lashley. And now, during the celebration, the coronation here, these two men, Shane Taylor and Shelton Benjamin, were expected to get respect from MVP and Bobby Lashley. But this heated tenacity, this heated rivalry, sort of, this just heated infighting between these two has taken over the achievement of Shane Taylor and Shelton Benjamin. Now, these two just walked out mid-coronation. And, the crowd was booing because they wanted to see the tag team champions get celebrated. And they're mad. And so was the people. But we move on. First match of the night's a nice fatal four-way match. At the pay-per-view, it's been announced as of earlier tonight, we got word from our general manager that Michelle McCool will defend the AAA Reina de Reinas Championship against not only Kana, not only Suri, the new debuting superstar, but the winner of this fatal four-way match between Io Shirai, Athena, Candice LeRae, and Dana Rose. This match is going to be all over the place. And we're going to see some elbow drops, some neck breakers, some faces, some moonsaults. But in the end, Candice LeRae walks out with the victory after taking advantage of an over-the-moonsault done to Athena. She takes Io Shirai out, and she pins Athena, steals the victory, and is going to the Path of the Kings, which is our next pay-per-view, Camino a los Reyes. And we move on. Braxton, before we do, however, what are your thoughts on Candice LeRae making her way to the Reign of the Reyes Championship?
I think that match has been a slap.
It is going to slap indeed. And you know what? I couldn't be any more excited for this. But we move on. We have some one-on-one action between Mystico and Brody Lee of the House of Black. This match is going to be good back and forth. However, it's not going to last longer than 10 minutes because Mystico is going to end up trying to go for the Mystico, which is the tilt-a-whirl Fujiwara armbar, only to get caught with the spinning side slap mid tilt-a-whirl. And then Brody Lee realizes he's not done with him, and he picks him up and hits a nice sit-out powerbomb and picks up the victory over Mystico. My oh my. Brody Lee's proven himself to the house. We have some one-on-one action between Axel Dieter Jr. and Drew Gulak. Drew Gulak recently came up short against Prince Puma, as Prince Puma defended the AAA Cruiserweight Championship against him this past pay-per-view. Now, Axel Dieter Jr. seems to want a shot next. And what better way than to challenge the former challenger? It's going to be a good match. Axel Dieter is going to reverse or counter the Gulak, which is a nice dragon sleeper. Get himself out of it with the snapmare. Connect with the Regal style plex. And then connect with the running Enziguri to the face to connect and pick up that victory over Drew Gulak. Signaling he wants the Cruiserweight Championship. Braxton,
We just see a bunch of little kids crying and fucking crying right now.
honestly, yeah, man, Drew Gulak's a national treasure.
Yeah, we just see an actual kid actually just throw away a Drew Gulak shirt.
Oh my gosh.
That's how mad you are. Fuck this, man. What am I doing?
Oh my god. This is how people felt when John Cena retired. People. We move on.
There's Milo Squap. That's what I need.
Kanna's in the ring, and she's called out. And she calls out Michelle McCool, saying she got lucky. This was a draw. She got lucky. By those rules, she got lucky she had an advantage to begin with. Kanna said she'd be holding the Reign of the Reign's title right now. And Michelle McCool didn't have luck on her side, as she has had this entire time. And Michelle McCool simply says, my actions speak for me, hun. You got nothing on me. And at Camino de Reyes, you're going to see why. You're just another statistic to my title reign. And she hoists the title up, taunting Kanna. I think Michelle McCool's biting a little more than she could chew. And then Michelle McCool was asked backstage, and she's like, how do you do it with all these challenges? And Michelle McCool's like, people ask me how I do it. And she's like, I just bite off more than I can chew. And then I chew it. And she walked out. And then people were like, what in the Will Smith is going on? But we move on. We have Shuri taking on Mako Satomura here tonight. This one's going to be a stiff match. Good old back and forth between these two. And in the end, Mako Satomura will try to go for that beautiful axe kick. However, Shuri avoids and connects with a nice German suplex and connects with a nice bridge to get that 3 count tonight. Ooh, you love to see it. But Shuri proving herself against a tough opponent here. Move on. She's signaling she wants that title next. We move on. There's been some infighting within the Hurt Mafia as to who should challenge Samurai Doso next. Lashley thinks it should be him. MVP says he'd be champion right now. Lashley never got involved in the first place. So, we're going to have a nice little back and forth going on. We're going to have MVP come out on top here and there. He's going to have his moment. He's going to be taunting Lashley, saying, you're nothing without me, Bobby. You need me. And then Lashley at one point just gets mad at MVP. And it's a military press slam, tossing MVP across the ring. He's mad. He's setting up for a nice little spear, but it gets avoided by MVP. And then later on, we see MVP, have a nice little chin lock here and there. And he wants the Hurt Mafia to come out and see what the real leader looks like. Which they don't. They don't come out. And then Lashley powers out of that chin lock And then he hits a nice belly-to-belly suplex connecting. And then he hoists him back up and hits a nice running power slam. And now he's signaling for the spare. And he signals for that spare, you know? But then MVP connects with a nice little kick to the side of the head and, that nice stride by midair. And then he tries to go for the playmaker. But Lashley, hoists him up instead of powerbomb position, moves his legs to the side and connects with the Dominator. And he pins MVP for the 3 count. Bobby Lashley has pinned MVP. And not only that, he is next in line to challenge Samurai Del Sol. As MVP said, if you beat me, you get a shot at Samurai. If I beat you, you don't challenge for that title. As long as I want it. And Bobby Lashley picks up a nice victory. And, the Hurt Mafia's question backstage who their true leader is, who they acknowledge, who they listen to, who they bow down to at the end.
I only acknowledge one man, and that's the head honcho, Samoa Joe. Throw up the ones.
All right, buddy. Don't be stealing gimmicks now.
Sorry, so throw up the 2.
Oh yeah. Only Lord can look up a 1.
The thumb and the pinky.
Nah, facts. It is main event time. As stated before, the winner of this fatal 5-way match not only will challenge Malakai Black, but they get to pick the stipulation for this match as well. And this match, oh my goodness, it's gonna be all over the place. I'm telling you. We're gonna see these 5 men circle each other. Rush and Phantasma are gonna be teaming up on Angel Garza for a little bit. And then Angle starts taking care of them. And then Cibernetico will end up bulldozing through all of them with clothesline, standing tall over them, showcasing that height advantage, if you will. Angle's gonna counter one of Cibernetico's clotheslines with a nice German suplex and connect with a suplex. Well, another one, but on a Rouge. Then Hijo Del Fantasma is going to hit with a nice springboard tornillo onto Angle and Mesias on the outside while that's going on. Rouge will nail Phantasma with the corner dropkick, the bull's horn. But Angle breaks the pin with an angle locked in. But Cibernetico will come and powerbomb Angle on a Rouge and Phantasma stacking their bodies. But Mesias will sneak in with a chair shot to the back of Cibernetico. And the Cybernetico's trying to fight back, He gets a nice choke slam on the Hijo Del Fantasma, but he's exhausted after that. He just had some back issues, just choke slam someone. That does something to the core. And he looks back, and then out of nowhere, Judas Mesias with a dagger to the heart spare connects, and he pins Cibernetico for the 1, 2, 3. And Judas Mesias has a date with Malakai Black. What are your thoughts, Bryson?
Oh, it's going to be big. It's about to be peak. It's about to be peak.
And it's about to be peak indeed. I'm excited for this. And then Mesias, before Mesias can speak, Chimera gets the microphone. Damas y caballeros, jugador, Judas Mesias. And then Judas Mesias, letting the applauses come in. He's receiving now. He's receiving the boos, the cheers, all of it. He grabs the microphone. Malakai Black, you, me, barbed wire massacre. And the crowd erupts. Holy Holy shit. One of these men will die.
Damn. Already.
Whoa. My goodness. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Oh, heavens.
We'll get through this.
Go down when I went up.
Huh? I don't know. We'll see.
I rep go down when I went up. This company makes no sense.
I know, bro. It's quite crazy. Fuck you, Japan. Alright. We'll catch you guys next week. Same time as always. Rax, any closing remarks?
At the end of the day, guys, Los Guapos should be holding all the titles.
At the end of the day, guys, Mark Andrews fan club on top. Ciao, ciao, y'all.